David will be fishing with BASS and FLW Touring Pro Takahiro Omori at Gary Yamamoto's ranch located south of Athens, Texas.
Taco, you know, we were talking earlier about catching. We just caught these two fish right here. Do you think that when you catch a fish like that and you put it back in the water and he goes back into that school, whether it's 5 or 10, 15 fish, do you think they get scared or they sense that something's not right?
I think so. They have some kind of feeling something wrong. So I think they spook in a, they end up quick bite.
Mm-hmm. You think it's probably the smell?
I don't know, maybe some kind of feeling they have, maybe the fish act differently. Right. You know, after you catch fish, you release back, then that fish not act normal. So if they go back to group, those another fish have some kind of feeling there's something wrong.
Mm-hmm. This guy's got some shoulders on him, Taco. Come out of there.
Okay.
Jeez, the way they hit that thing like a freight train. Like a freight train. I thought that's gonna be a 7-pounder. What did he spit up there?
I don't know.
Got him? Thank you.
Yeah.
That bait wasn't on the water 2 seconds, and she just slammed it. Just absolutely slammed it. If you had to go down to Sam Rayburn right now in a post-spawn conditions, dog days, 85, 90 degrees, and I said, Tago, you can take one rod and one bait, what would it be?
It's a hard question to me because the condition is different.
Well, sure.
But if I have to have one, choose, I'm probably going to Carolina League with a 6-inch green pumpkin lizard. See the stump over there, Dave?
Yes, sir.
That kind of stuff I like to fish. If I'm going to the Lake Fork with Sam Rayburn. They also have hydria too, but it seems like more big fish relate on those kind of stump or lay down tree. You think so?
I'm inclined to agree with you. Now on Rayburn, obviously we got a lot more hydrilla, and Toledo Bend, of course, it's got hydrilla, but it's got just a ton of stumps and blowdowns and log jams and stuff like that. But I'm with you. If you find isolated stumps like what we're seeing out here, especially if it's off a point, 1 or 2 stumps, almost inevitably, you're always going to catch one nice fish off that isolated stump. Taco, when we were covering the Bassmasters at Sam Rayburn, the first time I met you, we went out, and then the 3rd day you're leading, and I thought for sure you were going to win it because you were definitely on some fish. And it really surprised me because when we were shadowing you, we got on this one little spot, and I'm not going to say exactly where we were, but it was on Rayburn, it was on the north end, and you were basically dissecting the water with 2 baits, a rattle trap and a Carolina rig. When you're in a tournament situation, do you do that? Do you drop anchor and just like thoroughly work the area over? Or?
Yeah, I do, because if you find a spot like that, you want to fish every foot. You don't want to miss any of them.
So fan casting probably plays a very important role when you get in a situation like that.
Yes.
Now what we're talking about as far as fan casting is basically getting on a point or a cove, or like we're in right here in this little stump field, and mixing the baits up and throwing them literally every 2 or 3 foot so you cover that whole entire area. Because a lot of times there might be a stump and you might throw to it 5 or 6 times. Well, by the time you work back to it, that commotion that you've caused around that stump will draw their attention, and they'll come and usually get bit. Is that the case? Is that what you?
Yeah, sometimes, you know, if they don't take the first cast and second, third cast, fish gets mad, then you get bite.
Yeah. Uh-oh. I believe I got big fish honors right now.
David and Taco both agree that working an area thoroughly and repeated casts to the same target can often entice a fish into biting. Some anglers really miss out by fishing an area too quickly. Furthermore, taking the time to cover these areas sufficiently can sometimes reveal a honey hole that would have been missed by a short sweep or sporadic cast that leave untapped waters.
There you go. Double Cinco bite.
Yeah. About the same size.
Let's see. I don't know, I got you a little bit there, bud.
Yeah, maybe mine's heavier.
Coming up next on the Outdoor Chronicles, David heads south to Sabine Lake with his good buddy Kirby Caldwell and Captain Steve Thrower in a search for some saddle blankets.